following is a non-paid car review. I don't make any money doing this, so please help. Maybe go see these guys. Hi, and welcome to the Everyman's Auto Video Car Diary. This is my diary. It's on video, and we're in a car. That's what we're doing here. Today we're going to talk about the 2014 Ford Mustang GT Premium Coupe. Has a hard top, not a soft top. First thing you need to know about this car, 5-liter V8. Makes 420 horsepower, 390 foot-pounds of torque. 420 horsepower is still a lot of horsepower. It's not a lot on the internet, where the realm of 1,500 and 2,000 horsepower cars, but 420 horsepower in the real world is a lot of horsepower. That's a very quick car. If you want to be like, but it would lose to an 800, yeah, I don't care. You're just commenting, it doesn't count. Okay, 420 horsepower is a lot of horsepower in the real world. 390 foot-pounds of torque is a lot of foot-pounds of torque. If you turn the traction control off in this car, you can do burnouts, you can do donuts, you can hurt yourself. Please stay safe if you're going to mess around with it. I borrowed this car for a couple of days, so I don't have... The first thing I would do with this car, if I actually owned this car, I would probably buy an extra set of tires, and I would take the first set of tires and I would burn them off. I would do donuts, I would do burnouts, I would do as much Jim Kahana smoke production as I could possibly do. I would absolutely shred a pair of tires. But I don't have that kind of money, and I don't have enough money to afford this car, so all of those are moot points. Base price for this car is $34,750. As driven was $45,650. It had 3 optional extras that I enjoyed. The Shaker upgrade audio was great. It didn't have My Ford Touch. It had the electronics nav package, but it didn't have My Ford Touch. I like that. It had the panoramic glass roof. That was awesome. I could see everything, and the sun could see me, and everything else could see me. It also had the GT Track Pack, which meant it had 19-inch wheels. It had upgraded rubber. I don't know if... It doesn't list the brakes as being upgraded, so it already comes with Brembos on the front, big Brembos on the front and brakes on the back. And it also gets you a limited slip differential. You get an LSD that is fantastic. Okay, and limited slip differential means you're leaving a black 11 wherever you go. Okay, if you turn the traction control off, you accelerate a little bit, pop the clutch, at 3,000 RPMs, those wheels are just going to ridiculously spin on you, and it's so much fun to do. Updated styling on the 2014. The new nose looks great. It's got the styling cues from the GT500. It's got the fog lamps are kind of up in the middle of the grille in between the headlights. I love the 2013 headlights are back. The HID headlights are back for 2014. I love the styling around that. Love the fog lamps in the middle of the grille. The rest of the nose looks great. Lots of GT500 styling cues and lines there, and I love all of it. The hood itself is redesigned. It's more of a sports coupe than a muscle car anymore, but the hood still looks muscle car. The rest of the car looks sports coupe, but the redesigned hood for 2014 still looks like muscle car with a couple of hood vents on there, a little more raised in the middle and farther down on the sides as it kind of curtails off. The cabin lines, the roof is very sleek. I really like the way the main cabin of the car kind of flows into the rear end, or the back end of the car. The rear end looks fantastic. I love the taillights. The 2013 taillights are back. They're blacked out, but then when they pop red, they are bright red, and it pops out of that black. It still has the sequential turn signal that kind of goes out as you turn left or right. Loved all of it. Sounds fantastic. The exhaust noise is wonderful. I actually miss the exhaust noise since I haven't had this car. It handles very well. You still have a live rear axle in the back, but the car itself, it rotates. I took it out on the highway 2 hours west, traveling interstate speeds around here are about 75 miles an hour. Allegedly, I was doing about 5 over that in 6th gear. 6th gear is not very tall. It's actually shorter. I don't want to say it's really short, but it's just shorter than I expected for a cruising gear of 6th gear. And I was able just to bomb down the highway. And have a blast in the car. And the only time I was disappointed with it was when I went into like a work zone and I had to slow down behind other cars. But I wasn't speeding, but at the same time, it moved quickly. It felt like the car wanted to go, and I really enjoyed all of that. I took it out to a tight technical road, lots of tight corners, and many missed apexes because I'm not the best driver. Track time's hard to come by when you don't make a lot of money. But at the same time, I really had a blast in this car, and I drove that road way too many times. I used a lot of gas. I got this car. I had a full tank of gas. They said no restriction on miles, so I drove 404 miles in about a day in this car. I probably would have driven more, but I had to work and try and make money and feed my kids. Who would do that? I know. It's crazy, right? Really, really a fun car to drive. The mileage, it says 15 in the city, 26 on the highway. I never saw 26 on the highway. I averaged about 20.7 on the highway, but I'm traveling at a higher speed than that 26 mpg on the highway is. If you're cruising down at 55, 60, 65, maybe there's a chance that you can get up to 26 on the highway. But once you're into the 70, 75, and allegedly maybe 5 miles an hour over 75, you're not going to see those numbers go up to 26. It's going to be down around 20. Now, 20 is way better than what I get in my regular daily driver. I only get like 13 or 14 in my regular daily driver. Sometimes it'll get up towards 16. So seeing 20 on there is a big step up for me. Really enjoyed this car. I want to thank my friends over at Bobside Ford again for letting me drive it. I'm sorry I took a big chunk of your mileage out of that car. It was a lot of fun, and I really want to say thank you again. So please go talk to my friends at Bobside Ford if you're willing, or if you're looking to have an absolute blast in a car. It was so much fun. Full written reviews, everymansauto.net, Instagram and Twitter at everymansauto. You can like us on Facebook. You can go to everymansauto.net and like us there, or you can search for us, Everyman's Auto, on Facebook and like us on just Facebook itself. I also contribute to gas2.org. That's gas, the number 2.org, your website for your EV, hybrid, turbos, electric vehicles, diesels, lots of diesels on there. All of that stuff that's trying to keep cars fun and dynamic, but at the same time help the planet out a little bit. That's it. Thank you this week, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Thanks, guys.